Hey, welcome back to another episode. Brian here. So today we're going to talk about the worst workout program that I've ever done. So yeah, today I shaved and my 2-year-old is looking at me like, who the heck are you? I don't even recognize you. I don't think I've clean shaven for the 2 years that he's been alive. So yeah, definitely nicked myself a couple times and fighting off a little bit of a cold, but we're going to dive in to this workout program because this was one of the first workout programs that I did. And looking back, it was garbage, right? It was garbage. So I want to maybe illuminate a little bit of what a good workout program looks like, why this one is insufficient, and some things that you can learn from my mistakes. But we're going to dive right in, and you can see right off the bat, this high intensity circuit, this is from Men's Health, by the way. And I thought, this is a credible source. This is a great place. I'm trying to get into working out. What better source than Men's Health? And I think a lot of guys are in that position where you just go to what you've heard of, but you don't actually know that it's high quality. So in this instance, we've got this tagline: this high intensity circuit routine can strip away fat and define every muscle in your body. So first off, both of those statements are incorrect, right? No workout is going to strip away fat. The only thing that burns fat is a calorie deficit. So yeah, you can increase your activity levels, but if your nutrition doesn't change, you're not going to change your body fat percentages, right? So if you're looking for burning fat, then you need to be in a calorie deficit. Second, defining every muscle in your body. First off, what does that mean to define a muscle? Muscles can either grow or they can shrink. They can't be toned, they can't be defined. And to state that you're going to do every muscle in your body, I know that's kind of hypertrophy. That's kind of an exaggerated statement, but you can't claim that. There's plenty of muscles that are not going to be targeted in this workout program, much less defined. So can you define? They probably can't. So the way this workout program works is that it's 10 exercises and you do it as like 3 circuits. And so this one is where you go 60 seconds, as many reps as you can, and then you rest for, I think, 15 seconds, and then you do the next exercise. And you do that all the way through, all 10 exercises, rest 2 minutes, then do it again. So you do that 3 times. So it's a circuit that you repeat for 3 different sets. It's supposed to take about 40 minutes or so. Why don't I love a circuit style training? It can be useful at times. It can be great if you're in a pinch, if you're just trying to get a lot of activity in a short amount of time. But it's really not ideal for actually growing muscle. And that 15-second rest, for most people, if you work for 60 seconds and then you give 15 seconds of rest, how good is that next 60 seconds going to be in terms of the quality of output that you have? It's going to be subpar. By the time you get to the end of a 10th exercise and you're actually going for 60 seconds and only resting 15, the amount of quality effort that you have to put into that exercise is subpar. It's below optimal. You're not going to be able to lift as heavy, lift as many reps, or keep the right form for that kind of duration. So really for me, I like the inverse. I like a 1-to-3 work to rest ratio. So if it's a 20-second set, then I want to rest at least a minute between that set, because my goal is to build strength and muscle, not just burn calories. And so this workout is definitely for that idea of just trying to get a full body movement going. And there's nothing wrong with that. But guess what? This program also says you're supposed to do it 3 times a week. 3 times a week. So the same exercises 3 times a week, same duration of time. Some of them are body weight, some of them are dumbbells. It's going to be hard to see progressions into this. And so that's another thing you need to look out for, and we'll talk more about that in a second. But let's look at the movement. So the first one is the goblet squat. I don't hate this movement. I actually enjoy the goblet squat. I prefer to do it with my heels up and my knees close together to really target the quads. It's a great squat variation to target the quads. But again, 60 seconds, you're looking at probably 15 to 20 reps. It doesn't mean you can't build muscle there, but it's definitely not ideal, and you're definitely not going to be building your strength. Your strength is going to be built at those lower rep ranges primarily. Then you've got the feet elevated mountain climber. This exercise, I remember doing it and thinking, what am I supposed to be feeling here? Most people don't do the plank correctly to begin with, and then they just kind of bring the knee forward, and they're not actually learning how to contract the abdominal muscles, and that single leg just doesn't seem to provide a lot of value bang for the buck. So that one is, if I had to rate that one, that'd be like a C, a D exercise probably. So goblet squat I put in, B column. mountain climbers, that's in the D column. All right, single arm kettlebell swings. I don't hate this one. I like kettlebell swings. They're effective. But again, most people don't know how to do that hip hinge correctly. And so they don't really get much value out of this. And then the single arm, again, you're probably not going very heavy at that point. So you're not going to really be working that hinge motion in its, in a strength and hypertrophy form. You can work on power here, but again, you have to have the right form. And most people just don't. The T push-up, this one, rating. Single arm kettlebell swing, that would be a B exercise. It's okay. The T push-up, this is a C. You're going to be better off just doing regular push-ups, decline push-ups, some kind of deficit, incline push-ups. The T push-up here is just a lot of flash, but not much substance. And just I don't see tremendous value here. The split jumps can be good for kind of your plyometrics, be good for that explosiveness. Again, not great for hypertrophy, not great for strength. And this is one that when I put this into a program for clients, maximum here is 30 seconds. I want high intensity 30 seconds with probably double that in recovery before going again. So 60 seconds of this, I mean, you're going to burn out and you're going to start cutting the form. And the value here is in going deep, but then also being explosive. You're not going to do that for 60 seconds. The dumbbell row, this one, split jumps, that's a C exercise. Dumbbell rows, bent over like this. I would put it in the B column as well. Now, it's a great row. The dumbbell row is a great row. Bent over rows are fantastic. The issue here is, again, a minute long for your dumbbell rows. You want to be going heavy enough that by the time you've been going for, 8, 12 reps, maybe less, you are feeling a great sense of fatigue where using right form, you're getting close to failure. And you want to train close to failure. You're not going to get that when you're going for a minute and you're going lightweight. Okay? You're going to get fatigued in other ways. Your posture is going to get fatigued. Your back is not going to be the first thing that wears out here when you're going for that 60 seconds. So I think it's not the exercise. The exercise is a B exercise, but the format just doesn't do it justice. Then we got the number 7, single arm dumbbell side lunge and touch. This one's just, what are we working here? If you're needing to work your abductors, then let's do some specific abductor work, right? If you're needing to work mobility, then let's do some mobility work. If you're wanting to work side lunges, then let's work side lunges. So this rotational aspect here, you're gonna be better off going with a heavier dumbbell, maybe center loaded, maybe 2 dumbbells shoulder loaded, and you're going into that deep lunge and you're really focused on good quality, deep, slow controlled lunges where you're trying to focus on getting the maximum emphasis that you can on that stepping leg and really driving that leg down versus cutting it short and really just focusing on getting. This is one of the things with lunges anyways. People a lot of times get their chest to the floor. They don't get their butt closer to the floor, so they're not getting the maximum value. And again, this promotes and just pushes that. So it allows really bad form. I would put this in the C column. The push-up and rows is just a garbage exercise. These are also called renegade rows, but you're adding in that push-up variation. Again, you'd be better off just doing push-ups, doing chest press. And you'd be better off doing a really good quality, single arm, heavy dumbbell row. These kind of, combination movements are usually not very effective for anything. They look good. They make you feel like you're doing a lot, but what's the actual value here? Number 9, the dumbbell lunge and rotation. I do love a good dumbbell lunge, but again, these are something you want to go heavy on. So I would load up dumbbells in each hand, go heavy, 6 to 8 reps per leg, not this minute long 15-second rest stuff. The dumbbell lunge and rotation is a great one. I use it for warm-ups. I have clients, do medicine ball, and we do walking lunges with rotation. It's great for an activator for your core, get things going. This is not the primary driver of muscle growth and strength. It's just not. So yeah, you can get activity, but that's a great warm-up. It's not the bulk of your exercise, and it's not going to get you the body that you're looking for. And then the 10th one here is and did I rate that one? Dumbbell lunge and rotation. I would give that one like a C as a good warm-up. It would be a D if it's part of your workout program. Then we've got the dumbbell push press. These are also oftentimes known as thrusters. This is a great one, again, for power. So if you're really focusing on a lot of power and trying to generate speed and improve your force production, this can be a great exercise. So this would be a B. And again, this is one that you can go really, really hard, high tempo for 20 to 30 seconds, but for 60 seconds, you're going to fatigue. It's going to be taxing your cardiovascular system a lot more than the actual muscles that are targeted here. And so what are we training for? Are we training for hypertrophy? Are we training for strength? Are we training for, developing a better body? What is the goal? So when we think about this kind of training system, training style, you have to think about, is this going to get me where I want to be? The reality is, if you're doing this circuit 3 times a week, like I tried to do, you're not going to see a lot of significant changes in your body. You're not going to see more definition in terms of the muscular look. You're not going to see, using this in isolation, less body fat. You're going to hit some good movements overall. You're going to hit some, maybe you're getting a little bit of mobility work in. Maybe you're getting some, your heart rate up. That's great. But is that the purpose of your workout program? Are you happy with that? Is that all you want out of a workout program? And for most of us, the answer is no. We want something more. So to say that you're going to look like Spartacus and you're going to look like these models that they have doing these exercise programs is just, mislabeling and misleading. And that's what happens a lot of time in the health and fitness space, where the things that we're doing, the things that we're being shown to do, train like this celebrity and get train like Chris Hemsworth and get a body like Thor, and you realize they're not actually telling you everything there is to know. So if you're looking for a great workout program, I'm dropping a free workout program, dumbbells and body weight. That's much, much better and much more of a program than doing this circuit over and over and over and over again and not really able to see progression. So click in the description, grab that workout program. Let me know what you think. And also, what is your favorite workout program you've ever done? Or what's the worst workout program you've ever done? I want to hear from you. So go ahead, be holy, be fit. We'll see you.